Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome to my channel. I didn't post a video this week on time, even though, I've only posted a few videos and I'm trying. I'm getting used to the platform, I'm getting used to filming my days, I'm getting used to trying to come up with things to talk about, but this week really sucked. And that's what I wanted to talk about, is how to manage weeks that really suck. And it didn't suck for reasons that you may be expecting. It didn't suck because of something related to my family. My family's fine. It didn't suck because of my PhD. I actually really haven't done much for my PhD this week because my 9-to-5 job consumed so much of my life. And I'm still not done. I still have a few hours of work to do today and probably tomorrow to prep for Monday and Tuesday. But regardless, we're here. We're working. We're trying to survive. But when the week sucks and your productivity tanks and your exhaustion just overwhelms you, I think there's a really profound sense of failure, because when you're not at the finish line, everything feels like failure. That's why the incremental change thing is important. That's why I use sticker systems and to-do lists, and I can see what incremental change actually looks like as it builds towards a goal. But ultimately, this week was just really hard and I didn't get a lot done. So I'm gonna think about it some more, and I'm gonna keep, there's a literal squirrel. Anyway, I'm gonna think about it some more. I'm gonna record a few more times today before I post this video, but I just have a lot going on right now, and I don't feel like I'm alone in that there are weeks that everything gets derailed, your forward momentum stalls out, and you feel like a failure. So this is the video when you feel like a failure, because that's where I'm at currently. So we'll get to the other side of it. I'll figure out something positive to say by the end of this video, and then maybe we'll have something beneficial from it. Something else that happened this week that I think is important to note is that I said everything was fine with my family, and that's not true. We lost a family pet this week. My husband has sugar gliders, and he loves these little marsupial things. And I know for years I've called them rats, and I don't like them particularly. I don't mind them. They're fine. I'm just more of a cat person. But I don't like things that are like in cages. Like, yes, they have this huge cage and they're very happy and stuff. But anyway, one of them died this week. So the other one's sad. And the thing with sugar gliders is that you can't be sad. You have to have, they're community creatures. So like, it's not fair for this one to be alone. They'll die of loneliness. So we've had these long conversations. He's trying to find maybe like a rescue that has another one that's from like a situation where like their paired sibling died, so that we can like give them a home. And I'm fine with that. Like if we get another one, like I'm fine. That's fine. We have a like 5-foot tall bird cage, and they have like all these different levels. Because my whole thing was that I wouldn't want to be cooped up tight with some other like thing all the time. And like, what if they get mad at each other? I would want space. So they have this huge bird cage, and they're fine. But our kids were like processing that this week, and that was kind of hard. But we told my daughter was very concerned about who was going to touch the body, and I explained to her that like we'll bury it outside and everything. And she comes with one of her little fabric covered boxes that's like very nice. It's like a velvet exterior, and it's got beads on it, and she had put like a really nice blanket inside and a pillow, and she's like, I made this for us to bury the sugar glider in. And her name was Moxie. She said, I brought this for Moxie. And we were like, baby, that's so kind of you. That's so sweet. We won't bury the sugar glider in your fancy box. Like, that's so kind of you, but maybe we'll decorate the box that we do bury the sugar glider in. And she was okay with that. But I thought that was a really good expression of empathy. But that happened this week too, and that's kind of messed with our family dynamic some. Um, we've had them for years, and that's so strange to lose this this creature that you don't have the same kind of interaction with like you would with a dog and a cat, but like they're still creatures that we interact with every day. I spent the rest of the day working, thinking, and preparing for the week ahead. I had a lot on my plate, and I needed to organize by a due date, by people waiting on me to finish something. There was a lot to get done, and I did it. I made it. I made it to the end of the weekend, and it's fine. Journaling is honestly probably one of the best things for me to do because it allows me a place to put down my frustration or my fear and put a name to it, address it, and then I can feel like I did the thing, I put it down, and then I can move on. I also enjoy being in community with my friends in the Acceptance Society, and that was a huge asset to be over the weekend to get everything done as I move towards wrapping up November and transitioning into finals week and a busy season at work. One other thing I want to mention is that I did listen to my husband and my family a lot, and I took some time that day to go to hockey. My kids had hockey lessons that morning, but we went back that afternoon or that night, and we did free skate where my kids were able to practice. And that is